Hey guys, welcome to my garage. If you're new to my channel, this is where I normally work out, and I have a few videos that I make just with workouts that you can do at home. But a lot of it's geared towards people who are already fit, already do workouts, and now with lockdown being a thing that they don't, they would normally go to the gym, and this is just my normal videos are just for people to follow along at home. But I decided to make this specific video for people who have no experience working out or haven't worked out for a very long time, or who are maybe overweight or even obese and they want to start moving a little bit, but not do something that's too intimidating. Uh, it's difficult for people who are very much into fitness or do it professionally to remember how difficult it is when you first start working out, and that's why a lot of personal trainers will also make the mistake of having people that come in work way too hard and push themselves too hard, and actually it ends up being counterproductive because you push yourself too hard and you become demotivated, and that's not the point. When you exercise and if you hurt so badly that you can't do it the next time that you feel like you want to do it, what's the point of doing it then? You're supposed to feel good after workout, not be in pain. This if you are somebody who's not used to working out and you want to start, this is a good place to start. If you are somebody who's already into fitness, already into working out, you're reasonably fit, you can check out some of my other videos. I suggest maybe starting off, if you don't have anything to work with at home, starting off with my other bodyweight workout video. There's a bit of your card right up here that you can click on. That one is split into 3 parts. There's a warm-up, which is fairly easy, and then a middle part that's more challenging, and then for people who are already very fit to really challenge them as well. And you can even do all of it all in one go if you really want a challenge. But this specific one is just for people who are not used to working out, just want to start moving. Before we start, there's only one thing that you will need, and that's a chair. I'll show you quickly. I'm just using this little chair over here, and I'll explain how we're going to use it. But it has to be something that has a back that you can lean onto and hold onto. It should be fairly stable, sturdy, with no wheels at the bottom. So an office chair won't work because it's going to move around. So get something that's nice and sturdy that you can lean onto, and you should be able to sit down on it and get up fairly easy as well. You should be able to sit down and get up like this. If you are somebody who's very overweight, or you have mobility issues, you can do these exercises, and I'll mention it again when I'm explaining how the exercises work. You can do it on your bed as well. So the stuff where you need to sit down, you can sit down on your bedside and then get up. Or when you need to lie down, you can lie down on your bed and do the exercises on the bed, so that's easier for you to get up. So you don't need to worry about getting off of the ground if you find it difficult to get up from the ground. Something else, if you do decide to use a chair, and you find it difficult to get up off of a chair normally, or your legs are not that strong, or you are quite overweight, I would suggest, if you do want to use a chair, get something with armrests so you can use your arms to help you get up off of the ground or off of the chair when we do the leg exercises. So pause the video right here and go get yourself a nice sturdy chair, or move your phone or your laptop or your tablet to your bedroom if you're going to start using your bed for these exercises. All right, so with the magic of pausing and unpausing, I'm assuming you're back. And we'll start off with, it's a whole body exercise, so we'll start off by using our shoulders quickly, nice and easy. It's an easy exercise. I'll explain all the exercises before we do it. So for this one, we're going to stand with your legs nice and shoulder width apart, nice and relaxed. And then hold your arms next to your body like this. All right. All we're going to do is we're going to lift up our arms like this, move it forwards, all right, and then back down again, and then lift it back up to the side and back down again. All right. So let's get going. I'm going to stand like this so you have a sort of a side angle view so you can follow along. Maybe adjust the exercise a little bit, make it a little bit more difficult. We're going to lift up, go overheads, and then down, and then to the side again, and then down. Just that little bit extra so you get a little bit of an extra stretch there. So you can either do it just to the side, forwards and down, to the side, forwards and down, or we're going to do it to the side, all the way up, forwards and down. Right? I'm going to do it nice and slow so that it's a little bit more challenging. If you're just going to go like this, not going to get much exercise out of that, so we're going to make it a little bit more difficult. So starting off, like I said, legs nice and shoulder width apart, arms to the side, lift up, nice and slowly, go all the way up to the top, palms facing forward, arms coming down, all the way down, and then that was one. Let's go up again, up, all the way to the top, to the front, and down. Let's go up, slowly. Let's go a little bit slower, all the way to the top, palms facing forward, slowly down, all the way down. That's 3. Let's go up, all the way up, palms facing forward, down, all the way down. That's 4. Hold for half a second. Up. Try and get your arms behind your head. Don't hold it like this. Behind your head, so there's a nice stretch. Down half a second. All the way down. 5. Up. All the way up. Nice big stretch. To the front. And down. 6. Arms facing forward. Down to the front, all the way down. 7, up, all the way up, nice stretch, all the way down to the front anyway, all the way down. 8, up, all the way up, forward and down, up, all the way up, forward and down. Let's do one more. To the side, all the way up, behind your head, forward and down. All right. Now, I want you to get your chair. Okay, so now we're going to do move down. So we're going to go upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. We're going to move down to the very bottom. Very important to get the calves going as well. Very underrated body part. People tend to skip this one, but it's very important to get your calves into action as well. A lot of your leg movement, a lot of your mobility that you have with your legs comes straight from your calves and into your hamstrings and your glutes. So never underestimate and never underestimate how important your calves are, and never neglect them. So if you have a chair and you find it difficult to do the exercise, you can hold on to the back of the chair. Preferably, you wouldn't want one that's as low as this, maybe one that's a little bit higher. If you feel comfortable standing up, then you can just stand normally, toes pointing forward, shoulder width apart. All right, and we're just going to stand on our tippy toes. Like I said, if you find it difficult, you can hold on to a chair. If you find it difficult to balance, if you don't, you can just hold your hands to your side and then stand up and squeeze and let go. All right, let's do 10 of those. Very important, the squeeze is where the real exercise is. So squeeze your calves at the top. All right, let's go. Squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it at the top for half a second. 6, 7, 8. Squeeze is important. 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Nice. All right. So now we're going to move back to the upper body, and we are going to go to our back. All right. So we're going to do a back exercise. There's 2 variations of this. For this one, I suggest we just do one side at a time. So what we're going to be doing is, once again, with your legs shoulder width apart, stand a little bit away from your chair that you have there. Bend forward as far as comfortable for you. All right. The lower down you actually bend, the more lower down in your back you're going to be working your muscles. Ideally, you want to be just over 90 degrees, but just stand whatever way is comfortable for you, so that you don't put too much pressure on your wrists. If you are fairly mobile, then try and bend down as low as you can. Put a little bit of bend in your knee, right? So you're nice and stable, right? Also a little bit of a leg workout there, because you're holding yourself up in an unlocked knee position, right? And what we're going to be doing is just have your arm hang down like this, looking up so that you keep your back straight. If you look down, tend to round your back. So look up a little bit, not too much, don't pull up like that, just nice and straight back. We're going to be lifting up our arms, and at the top, just try and squeeze your shoulder blades together, right? Shoulder blades, you can imagine that you're trying to squeeze a pencil in between your shoulder blades, so that you squeeze like this, right? We'll start with our weak side always first. Weak side, I prefer to do that because if everybody has a weaker side, and if you work out your strong side first, then you tend to put more effort into the side of your body that's already strong. You want to use more effort for your weaker side so that you can bring both sides into balance. Okay, so starting off, just turn it this way. Starting off with your weak side, look up nicely, right, straight back. Push out your chest a little bit if you can. Hold your arms straight as a board. Lift it up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold it there and down. 1. Up. Squeeze. 2. 3. Squeeze that pencil. 4. 5. 6. 7. Squeeze. 8. 9. And 10. Just move this chair a little bit so you can see from the side angle as well where my arms are. Again, bend your knees a little bit. Look up, keep your back straight, chest out a little bit. Arms stiff as a board, lift it up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze that pencil. 9 and 10. Like I said, there's a variation on this. If you get more comfortable with this position, you don't need to hold on to a chair. You can actually go and do both arms at the same time. You lift up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and just let go. Right? Chest out, back straight, looking up, lift up your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and let go. Do that next round. If you're not comfortable with that, the next round when we do it again, just hold onto the chair the way that we did with this one. All right, now this exercise we're going to do next, we're going to go down to the legs. This is the most important exercise in this routine because we're going to be using the biggest muscles in our body. So when you use the biggest muscles in your body, quads, your glutes, your lower back, and your hamstring, everything is going to work together. So you're going to be burning the most calories with that. And it will also get the most hormonal response, because you trigger your hormone production by stimulating your muscles. And the bigger the muscles are that you stimulate, the more hormone response you're going to get. So growth hormone, testosterone, all those nice things that make your body grow your muscles nice and strong. So what I want you to do is, if you're sitting on a bed, just sit down the way that you would normally, right? And like I said, if you need to push with your hands on the bed when you get up, you can do that as well. That's fine, right? It might be difficult for you, but it's supposed to be difficult, right? We're trying to start moving now. So if you are overweight, it is difficult. Try and do it as many of them as you can. If you feel like you can't do it anymore, try and do one more and then stop. Don't push yourself too hard. All right, so let's look at leg position here. If you sit down on the chair, I don't want your legs to be like this, right? I want your legs to be a little bit wider than the feet of the chair is, with your toes pointing slightly out, not 45 degrees, not completely forward, slightly out, right? When you sit down, when you're sitting up, back straight, squeeze your stomach muscles as much as you can, all right? And I want you to then lean forward a little bit. That puts a little bit of elastic load on your back muscles, your glutes, your hamstrings and your calves. We call that your posterior chain. So you're going to lean forward slightly. You need to push, you can. If you have armrests, you can push on the armrest as well, but try not to, all right? So you're going to go forwards a little bit and then stand up, right? Pushing your hips forward as you stand up and squeezing your quads. For extra balance, if you want, you can even hold your hands forward. That's a good idea if you're not going to be pushing on your bed or your armrests or even the side of your chair, right? Hold your arms forward like that, all right? Stiff as a board. Lean forward a little bit and stand up. Let's go. Up, squeeze, and sit down. That squeeze at the top's important. Up, squeeze, sit down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, nice big squeeze, and 10. All right, well done. That was the most difficult one out of all the exercises. Next, we're going to go back to our upper body. Again, if you are somebody who's not comfortable lying down on the ground, or you are not very mobile, you find it difficult to get up, I suggest doing this on your bed. It works just as well. It won't make a difference. It will be easier to stand up also there. Anyway, we're going to work out our chest muscles now, right? If you have issues with your wrist flexibility, push-ups, especially in the beginning, might be a little bit difficult. So this is one where you don't have to push off of your wrists at all, and you can still work out your chest muscles without that. Right, so lie flat on the ground, stiff as a board. Keep your arms, don't have it next to your body like a cross, right? Move them slightly down so that they are like this. And if you can, to get your lower back off of the bed, off of the ground, so that you can just barely get your hand underneath your back over here, right? It just changes the angle of your chest so that it's like that. So not just in line with your shoulders, just a little bit down, palms facing up. Lift up your arms at the top, squeeze your hands together for 3 seconds, and then go slowly down again. All right, if we're ready, get into position, and let's go. Lift up your arms nice and slowly to the top, put your palms together, squeeze your hands together, 1, 2, 3, slowly down. 1, up again. 1, 2, 3, slowly down. 2, when you get to the top, don't have your hands above your head. Have them over here, squeeze together. Down, 4, up again. Remember, over your chest, almost over your stomach is the right place to have your hands. Slowly down, 5, up. Squeeze together as hard as you can. Slowly down, 6, and up. And down, 7. When you get to the bottom, don't relax your arms, just barely touch the ground or the bed. Squeeze as hard as you can. 8, up. Squeeze. 9, and last one. And slowly down. 10. All right, well done. Okay, so now for the last exercise, and we're going to start off at the beginning again and do them all again 2 more times. All right, so again, you can do this on your bed or on the ground, whatever is comfortable for you. Flat on your back. All right, I don't want you in the beginning to lift up your head at all because you might strain your neck. I want you to just relax. All right, have your knees together and your feet as close to your butt as possible. So, knees together, feet together, right? Brace yourself with your hands next to your body, right? If you see me lifting up my head, don't worry about it. I don't want you to do that. I want you to just relax, all right? And then lift up your knees and try and get your coccyx off of the ground, just barely enough so that you can get your hand underneath it and put that. If you can't lift it up, it's fine. Just lift up your knees as far as you can, as far as what's comfortable, and put it down again. Even just lifting up your knees a little bit is more than enough exercise for a beginner. All right. So brace yourself. Your arms next to you, knees together, feet as close to your butt as possible. Head down on the ground or the bed, and then slowly lift up your knees. Squeeze your abs together. 1, slowly down. Barely touch at the bottom. Up again. 2, up again. Down. 3, and up. Squeeze at the top. 4, up. 5, 6. Again, that squeeze at the top is very important. Squeeze. 7, 8. 2 more. 9, last one. And 10. All right. Do you have some water? Have a sip of water. It's good to stay hydrated. All right, so now we go back to the beginning, doing our shoulders again. Let's change it up a little bit this time. Turn towards you. We're going to have to do the same, where you lift up all the way to the top, to the front, but instead of coming straight down, we're going to go to the side again and down. All right. Okay, so lift up to the side. Remember, feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing straight forward, arms to the side. Lift it up. All the way up, arms facing forward, down to this horizontal, to the side, and down. The bits where you go to the back, let's go up again. Oops. Up, all the way to the top, to the front, to the back. These parts where you go to the back, try and go back as far to the back as you can, behind your head, and down. 1, up, all the way up, behind your head, forward, to the back again, and down, 3, up, all the way up, forward, back again, down, 4, up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, far back as you can, down, up, over your head, behind your head, in front of you, to the side, down, up, to the top, forward, to the back, down, up, to the front, to the side, and back, 8, all the way to the top, to the back, and down, 9, last one, up to your side, oh, all the way up, to the front, to the side again, and down. You should feel a nice burn in your shoulders with that one if you do it properly. Especially if you pull it back, to the front or to the side. Try and pull back as far as you can. Right, going back to our calves now. Again, you can hold them to the back of your chair. You can even press yourself against the wall if you really want to. That's fine too. All right, I'm going to do it without anything. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing straight forward. Stand on your tippy toes. Let's stand up. 1, squeeze at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we're going to do our back again. Again, starting off with your weak side. Place yourself on your chair back, right? Go down as low as you can. Chest pushing forward. Push out your chest a little bit. Looking up. Lift up your arm and squeeze at the top. Trying to squeeze that pencil. Right. Arm straight down. Stiff as a board. Lifting up. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, shifting to the other side. Again, the same. Up, 1, squeeze that pencil. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Now the hard one again. Sit down. Remember, if you have difficulty getting up, you can push on your armrest if you have a chair like that. If you're on the bed, you can push yourself off the bed as well. Try and use your legs as much as possible. Stiff back when you're sitting back, going forwards. Feet a little bit wider than the feet of the chair, depending on the chair, of course. Should be a little bit wider than shoulder width. Toes not pointing straight forward, just a little bit up. All right. Keep your body straight. Arms forward if you can, otherwise you can push off. Leaning forward and up. 1, squeeze your legs and your butt at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't forget to squeeze. 9 and 10. Remember to sit down for the last one as well. You count when you're done with it, and you're done with it, you're sitting down. Right, and get up. Next we need to do the chest exercise again. And go this way this time. Alright, like I said, don't have your arms up here, have it nice over your body so that it's around about the middle of your upper body and you have your hands together. Don't have your head up, don't strain your neck, and your head down, arms nice and stiff, pushing your hands together at the top. Okay, so let's start at the bottom. Alright, let's go up slowly. Squeeze your shoulders and your hands together and down. 1. Just touch lightly at the bottom. Squeeze and down. 2. Let's go up. Squeeze down. 3. Down. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. 7. Squeeze at the top. Down. That was 7. Up. Squeeze. Down. 8. Up. Squeeze. Down. 9. Up. Squeeze. Down. And 10. Alright. Again, the ab exercise. Bring the feet together. Knees together. Bracing yourself, your arms next to your body. Alright. Head down. Lift up your legs. Alright. Let's start. Starting at the bottom. Let's go. Squeeze at the top. 1. Slowly down. Up. 2. Up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Right. One more time. Right, shoulders. Let's go. Right. We're gonna go feet nice and shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. Stand nice and up straight. Turn this way again. Maybe turn a little bit like this so you can see what I mean when I talk about pulling back, right? So to the side, let's go up. Pull your arms nice to the back, over your head, going forward, to the side again, and down. 1, up, all the way up, forward, to the side, and down. Up, all the way up, to the front, to the side again, down. 3, all the way up, forward, side, and down. 4, up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. 5, up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. Up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. Up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. Up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. Now I lost count, so let's do one more. Up, all the way up, to the front, to the side, and down. Okay, let's do calves again. Toes pointing nice and straight forward. Right, feet shoulder width apart. Right. You can hold your hands to the front too if you want to. You don't have to. Stand on your tippy toes, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. Now to the upper body again. This time I'm going to do both arms at the same time. Of course, you can use your chair again. Remember to start with your weak side first. I'll show you how to do this one where you use both your arms at the same time. Try and do it if you can. Feet nice and wide apart. Right. Bend your knees a little bit, going forward. The lower down you can go, the better. Hands together. Up to the top and squeeze your shoulder blades together and let go. All right, let's go. Up, squeeze. 1. Don't look down, look up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice big squeeze at the top. And 10. All right. For the last time, sit down, get up off of the chair. Legs nice and wide apart. And toes pointing slightly up. Keep your back nice and straight. And push out your chest. Keep looking up. Arms straight in front of you, or pushing down if you need some help to get up. All right, let's get up. Squeeze your legs at the top. Sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. Now, chest muscles for the last time. Right, remember, arms not up here, a little bit lower down. Keep your head on the ground. Back slightly off of the bed or off of the ground, so that you change the angle of your chest muscles so that you're squeezing down. Squeeze your shoulders together and your hands together at the top. All right, let's go. Squeeze and down. 1. Squeeze. 2. 3. 4. 5. 7. Nice big squeeze. Slowly down. 8. 9. When you're at the top, push your shoulders together and your hands and slowly down. 10. Right. Now abs, right. Again, feet together, knees together, brace yourself, head down, then you lift up, try and get your coccyx slightly off of the ground. Up, squeeze, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, big squeeze, and 10. All right. All right, guys. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know if you found this helpful, if it's too much effort, not enough effort, what you think we can do differently. Any feedback is good feedback. A couple of things that I'd like to add. If you are thinking of, doing exercise to start losing weight, it's very important that you realize that just doing exercise alone, doesn't matter how much exercise you do, really, is not the answer. You really should look into and educate yourself about how to properly feed your body and not overeat. The biggest reason, and there are many reasons, but the biggest reason why exercise alone doesn't work is because your body will always try and compensate. The more calories you burn, the hungrier you're going to get. So, if you start working out often, you'll find that you'll be eating more and you'll be compensating for that. Working out is great for fitness, great for motivation. It's great for your overall health. Your cardiovascular health is healthy for your heart, and making yourself strong is always a good thing. But just exercise alone is not going to help you lose weight. There's a often used saying. It says that you should work out to be healthy, and you should eat properly to lose and maintain weight. I suggest getting into contact with a good dietitian if you can. They're not all, as with any profession, not everybody's as good as they can be, but there are some good ones out there. And if you want some general suggestions, you're welcome to leave me a comment as well, and I'll try and point you in the right direction. The other thing is an exercise program, a workout program, has no benefit if you're going to be doing it randomly. Set yourself a goal so that you do it often, especially in the beginning. What you're trying to aim for is to do it as regularly as possible. Have a set routine every day, every other day, at least 3 times a week. Do it consistently. Have a set time and say to yourself that you're not going to make any excuses. You will do it. In the beginning especially, it's not about how hard you work, it's how consistent you are with your training. So do it as often as possible. Not just this workout that I showed you now. In the future, any workout you do, it's about consistency. It's chipping away at the old block to get to the beautiful sculpture underneath. And it's not a big hammer blow once in a while. It's small little bits that you chip away. So often is much more important than how hard you work. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel by pressing that button over here, and check out some other videos by clicking over here. All right, bye.